All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive. This time we're talking vapor pressure deficit.
VPD.
VPD.
Yep.
Yep.
That's the one.
You're probably like, another acronym.
Yeah.
But honestly, this one's pretty important.
Yeah.
Especially if you're trying to really optimize your plant growth.
Oh, this is a big one.
And it's not that complicated
Not really.
once you wrap your head around it.
It's all about understanding how your plants breathe, basically.
Oh, okay.
So you know how they release water vapor
Mm.
through little pores on their leaves?
Transpiration rate.
Yeah, transpiration, that's it.
Yeah.
And that process is what pulls water and nutrients up from the roots.
So it's pretty vital.
Absolutely.
So VPD, this vapor pressure deficit,
yeah.
that kind of like dictates how easy that whole process is.
Exactly. It's like the control dial for their thirst.
Oh, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Okay, so like how do we actually measure this thing though?
Well, there's a formula.
Oh, right.
Don't worry, it's not as bad as it looks.
Yeah.
Basically, we're comparing how much moisture is already in the air. Okay.
Which is the relative humidity, or RH,
Right.
to the maximum amount of moisture the air could hold.
At a specific temperature.
You got it.
Okay.
And that maximum amount, we call that the saturation vapor pressure.
That's the EAS.
Yes.
That's right.
Okay, so if I'm thinking about this, like the higher the temperature,
Yeah.
the more moisture the air can hold.
Exactly. Like a warm sponge can soak up way more water than a cold one.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right. And to figure out that E, we've got a formula.
Okay.
Takes the temperature into account and tells us just how much moisture the air can handle.
All right, let's like try this out with an actual example.
Okay, sure.
Say my grow room is at 25 degrees Celsius.
All right.
And my relative humidity is 60%.
Okay.
How do I calculate the VPD?
So first, we got to find the E's for 25 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
And that's about 3.17 kPa.
KP.
Yeah, kilopascals.
Okay.
That's our unit of measurement for VPD.
All right, got it.
Then we take that ES value and the 60% relative humidity. And we plug them into the main VPD formula.
Ooh. Okay, and what does that give us?
A VPD of approximately 1.27 kPa.
1.27 kPa.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I got a number. What does that actually mean, though?
So for cannabis specifically,
Okay.
that 1.27 kPa,
Yeah.
that's like ideal for the flowering stage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So think of VPD like it's a map
Okay.
that guides you to the sweet spot for your plants,
That makes sense.
in terms of their climate needs.
So if we're keeping that VPD right,
Uh-huh.
my plants can transpire, they can pull in their water and nutrients without getting all stressed out.
Exactly.
But I've heard, like, ideal VPD can vary a bit
Yeah.
depending on the strain you're growing.
You're absolutely right.
Is there any truth to that?
There is. Those general ranges, they're good starting points,
Okay.
but some strains
Yeah.
might do better with slightly different VPD levels.
So it's all about, like,
Observation, yeah.
and really fine-tuning things.
Exactly. You got to pay attention to your plants.
So how do we actually, like, control VPD, though?
Well, it's mainly about adjusting the temperature
Okay.
and the humidity.
Finding that balance.
Exactly. During the vegetative stage, you generally want a VPD
Yeah.
between 0.8 and 1.2 kPa.
Okay.
But as your plants start flowering, you want to bump it up a bit
Yeah.
to like 1.2 to 1.5 kPa.
Wow, this is pretty eye-opening. It really makes you think about environmental control
Yeah.
in, like, a whole new way.
It's a game changer
Yeah.
once you understand it.
And I'm starting to see, like, how this could be useful for any grower.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This isn't just limited to cannabis.
Okay.
Whether you're growing tomatoes, orchids, whatever, understanding VPD can help you dial in your environment.
To get those healthier,
Yeah.
more productive plants.
Exactly.
This has been a really cool deep dive. So just to recap, VPD is all about fine-tuning your environment to optimize how your plants transpire.
Yeah.
And remember, while we talked a lot about cannabis today,
Uh-huh.
these principles apply to any plant. So here's something to think about. How would understanding VPD change how you grow, say, vegetables in a really hot and dry climate?
Ooh.
Something to ponder. Until next